Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Torchwood. Last time on Torchwood we had Everything Changes, basically the first episode. Not basically, it was the first episode, I don't know why I said basically the first episode, but we got introduced to our main character, Gwen Cooper. She's just a normal police officer in Cardiff until aliens, kind of, pretty much. She just kind of stumbles her way into finding Torchwood. Torchwood, led by Captain Jack Harkness, and they do some stuff. Things are forgotten due to amnesia pills and stuff like that. And yeah, at the end, it's revealed that one of the people at Torchwood is a murderer, and then she ends up killing herself. And we find out Jack is immortal, or at least, from what we know, he's immortal. It's entirely possible that something out there could kill him. But thanks to the whole Rose brought him back to life in Doctor Who, basically, as far as we know, he is immortal. He can't die, which is cool. And then Jack is like, yo, you want to work at Torchwood? And Gwen's just like, yeah, let's do that. And that's basically that. This is normally where I talk about my spoiler spiel. No spoilers for any future episodes of Torchwood or Doctor Who. Let's please focus the comment section on the episode that I'm currently reacting to and previous episodes of both Torchwood and Doctor Who that I have reacted to. That's pretty much that. As a quick note, a couple people noticed last episode, or maybe, you know, a lot of people noticed, but a couple people mentioned in the comments that the actual show footage of Torchwood was lagging. Unfortunately, I've looked around for everything to try to fix that, and I just don't think I can. Torchwood is odd. It seems to be, I don't know if Torchwood plays at a higher frame rate, or, you know, a couple people were saying, like, God, I don't even remember what some people said is, like, I don't know. Torchwood was apparently just filmed weird, so. But I have noticed a couple times in my other reaction videos that the show footage tends to lag, mostly in high movement scenes. Like when characters are just talking, there's not much lag, but when crazy stuff is going on, like then it starts to drop frames a bit. I think that's really just because of my equipment. My laptop, God love it, I've been using it for years, but boy do I push the limits of this thing. It is not, I do not have no sane person should be doing what I'm doing with this laptop, where I'm pumping out, right now, 5 videos a week, you know, using Premiere and stuff like that. I should not be using this laptop, but it's all I have. I don't have the money for, I don't have the money for a better computer, but maybe someday I will, and hopefully, it'd be nice if that was soon, but I don't know. But if I ever get better equipment, even a better camera would be nice than my old Galaxy S3. But then maybe stuff would be a bit better in these reaction videos. But if you don't care, that's great. But yeah, just a heads up. Torchwood, I think Torchwood's getting hit the most with this whole lagging issue, but yeah. Let's get on to this episode.
Special ops.
It's no big deal. Mostly filing.
Special art community.
That's a good way of saying, like...
Let's have an early night.
It's a good way of informing him without obviously saying you're in Torchwood, because he can't say that.
Bloody hell. What was that?
That is the concern of Torchwood.
I've got to go to work.
That's cool.
This is the police computer system. You shouldn't have this.
Might want to stop saying you and start saying we.
Yeah. You're gonna have to get over that Torchwood has this kind of stuff.
The amateurs got in first.
Oh, the army. Well, still, Torchwood should be able to get in there just fine, right? I mean, they're Torchwood. Technically, they're off the books, but still...
Your formation.
I'm with Torchwood.
Don't mess with me, little girl. You're not with Torchwood. But even if you were...
You'd have put out the welcome banners. Now, first of all, she's no little girl. From where I'm standing, all the right curves in all the right places. But she is Torchwood. We both are. And
Yeah.
we'd appreciate it if you'd leave us to do the real work.
She's got a good figure. Look, he said it first, alright? You know, I wonder, how much does Jack contribute to this?
Pass us the big chisel from the toolbox.
Not sweetheart, Gwen. One syllable. Sure you can manage it.
Not sweet cheeks. Freckles. New girl.
Toots, babes, or what
It's a
have
shame
you.
Your tool's not big enough.
Maybe don't throw your tools around. Well, okay, don't throw your stuff. This is her first day. It's not even her first day. Her first day's tomorrow. Don't give her the stank eye. Oy. That is trippy, man. Oh my. Oh, okay. Just needs a host body. That was getting a little weird. Yeah.
There's no readmission.
What about now?
Okay then. On you go.
Now is that because he now
What's your
has a
name, boys?
thunderous erection, or is that her powers?
I don't even know your name. Overrated. Names?
Yeah, buddy, you can ask questions later. Like, are you an alien? Yes or no? Whoa. I mean, I've heard of explosions, but yeesh.
Gwen?
Hi!
Bloody hell, look at you all posh.
All posh.
Special ops?
You can get away now. No point you freezing your ass off out here.
Boss of me now, here.
I mean,
Say hi to
Torchwood.
everybody.
I'm just gonna assume that Torchwood is higher than any law enforcement.
This is all that's left.
With you all the way.
Okay. Well, you guys
Oh my God. He just...
Came and went.
You guys said they really go all out for the whole
I'm sure we
adult
could arrange
thing.
it.
How can that be?
If it weren't for me, he'd still be alive.
I'll get you nowhere, that sort of thinking. At least
Yeah.
now we know a little more. The alien's taking on a host body.
Just you gotta keep
Can't
going.
let her kill again.
You can't beat yourself up over this. That's how you say words. Meanwhile, at the perfectly open curtain to where we can get a shot.
We could cross-reference that with the addresses of the remaining face snatchers.
Good one, newbie.
That's a bit more like it.
Yay, she's helping.
Joke over. Barry's put you up to this, is he?
Shut up!
Ooh,
What's going on? What's your
great job. Whoa,
It's a sort of inflatable cell.
how did that happen? She's smarter than this.
We do this because you can forget about enslaving us.
Who said anything about enslaving?
Well, that's what you lot do.
Racist.
Aliens,
It's alienist, I guess.
isn't it?
The climax? I live off that energy.
Why? That's so weird.
Right, sorry, just to recap.
Okay, that's very, very weird. Close the door.
This contact with an alien, not quite what I expected.
Oh, she's like going for it. She's liking it.
We should really get her out of there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Just...
This is weird. This is so weird. And there's her. Man, the aliens suck on this show. And more ways than one. Okay, back to seriousness.
You were the one who wanted her caught. How come suddenly she's your best friend?
You know, strictly speaking, throttling the staff is my job.
Oh, man.
So,
That's one way of doing it.
who's for Chinese?
Oh, joy, the crying girl channel.
What are we doing having Chinese while a girl fights for her life?
1,000 times more potent than anything we'd normally experience.
She's a walking aphrodisiac.
I did wonder why I...
Yeah.
Actually, I sort of snogged her.
We know.
No.
God, no, we can't let any man near... Owen.
Oh, no.
And tell Owen he needs to work on those abs a bit harder.
Alright then.
No exit. Sorry.
Now I'm curious. Would her pheromones work on Jack?
Well, let's make it a fair fight.
Oh my gosh. Why does he have a wooden katana? Oh! God, that sounded like it hurt.
Put it down! That's worthless to anyone but me!
What?
Down now! Or I'll shoot!
Why is it?
You will, but the I say you won't. I'm going.
Why is that worth something to
Stop
him?
me.
Now give me the jar.
What is that hand?
Impossible to breathe. The pressure increases on all the internal organs until...
Ooh!
Raja.
You could have saved yourself.
This poor girl. Ah. Now it's revenge sex.
Lucky she's young.
Alright.
Work your way through my back catalog while we're here till the sun explodes.
So where's she gonna go next?
Mr. Tunstall, room number 1's ready now.
You think it's awkward to sit amongst other sperm donors?
You really want to feel something?
Whoa. What is he doing?
That was just a kiss. Imagine the buzz you get from the rest.
Great work, Jack.
Exactly the reaction I anticipated.
My body won't last much longer.
What did you do? Okay. Yeah. Trap it. I had a feeling he would do that. Great work. Well. You killed it. Okay. Day 1. Welcome to Torchwood. Aliens are blowing people up with climaxing.
You tell me the 21st century is when it all changes, that we have to be prepared.
So you do.
But how can you know?
You think knowing the answers would make you feel better?
It'd be nice.
You saw the...
Nope. Man, they just go straight into the next time. Alright, that was episode 2 of Torchwood. Okay, that was, okay, you guys told me that in the beginning of the show, Torchwood really wants to let you guys know. They really want to let the audience know that this is more adult than Doctor Who. I feel bad. I feel bad for families that watch Doctor Who that then decided to watch Torchwood because, yeesh, that was interesting. But you guys haven't. You guys did inform me that at a point they stop doing the whole, well, we're so adult and stuff like that. We can do like R-rated stuff. So, and then it just becomes a show. So that's at least good. Here, I'm gonna adjust myself in the chair, get a little comfortable. Nice. All right. So I didn't actually write down that much from this episode. Overall, I'd say it was a good episode. Maybe centered around a far out there premise, though. That was just strange, man. It's just strange that this alien comes down. Yeah. This alien just goes to Earth and feeds. It's not that it just feeds off of energy, but it feeds off the specific energy from orgasms, specifically male. It can't be female, which is weird. I mean, whatever, I'm not going to get into that. But the fact that it's an alien that is powered... It's an alien powered by orgasms, basically. Okay. When we watch Doctor Who together, you and me, let's get this a little personal. When we watch Doctor Who together, and I say, man, how do they come up with something like this? How do they come up with some of this stuff? Like, it's... Who sits in a writer's room and thinks, yeah, we're going to have this story set in World War II about this creepy kid in a gas mask, and it's going to turn out it was all because of nanogenes, and the reason this is all a big threat is because this little kid wants to just find his mother who is pretending to be his sister because of a teen pregnancy and stuff like that. When we watch something like that, I say, how did we come up with this? I would not come up with something like this. I don't know how a writer sits down and says, and just comes up with this, and it's brilliant. For this episode, how did they come up with this? Not exactly in a positive way. Now, here's the thing. I didn't hate this episode at all. I like this episode. This was a lot of fun. But, boy, that concept is strange. An alien powered by orgasms. Who does that? That's so weird. That is so weird. Like... I don't... I'm trying to, like, think, like, how could you write that to where it's not specifically about orgasms? I'm trying to think about that, like, well, the alien feeds off of the energy of humans. It's like, okay, well, why does it have sex with them then? You know? And it's like, there's no good answer for that. There's no good answer for, like why it would only be male. It can only be male. It can only have sex with males. I don't know how you would write that. Because, see, I think it's specifically that they just flat out say, like, okay, an alien that, you know, gives off these pheromones and just seduces people into having sex with them. Okay, you can do that, you know. You can do that. I could see that on, like, Star Trek or something. Like, we encountered this alien, like this would be like something Spock says or something. It's like, we've encountered this alien that can seduce people with super pheromones and stuff like that. It's like, okay, I could see that. Which is funny, because just like Torchwood, friggin' Kirk would be like Captain Jack in this. Which, and we're going to have to talk about that in a minute. We're going to have to talk about Jack in a minute, but yeah. But the fact that it's specifically this alien needs the energy of a man climaxing. What the fuck? That's just weird, man. That's so weird. That's so weird. I don't know how you come up with that. I don't know why you come up with that. I don't know who approved that. Who approved that? That's crazy, man. And okay, and you guys told me that in the UK you guys have something called Watershed, which is basically on the BBC after 9 p.m. just anything goes, pretty much, on TV. That is not the case in America, guys. We're very sensitive about that kind of stuff. In order for people to say shit on TV, you have to be like Comedy Central. You have to be Comedy Central or... I don't know, man. I don't know. If you want to say fuck on TV, you're kind of out of luck unless you go over to HBO or something like that. Like, you have to be on a channel that you specifically pay for, because you have to pay a subscription to HBO. That doesn't just come with cable. So yeah, that's the only way you could say fuck or have nudity on screen. Which is why, I've been watching some shows. Well, okay, I watch, normal American television, and I go over to Game of Thrones, and they're saying, they're dropping the F-bomb and stuff like that. It's like, and I'm like, oh, right, we're on HBO. Like, the only other place I could think where you could even say shit would be Netflix. That's it. You can't even say fuck on Netflix, I don't think. Because they never do, like in the Marvel Netflix shows, they never use the F word. And there's some nudity, but not a lot. You're not seeing boobs or penises or anything like that. So, which, okay, we didn't see specific parts in Torchwood, but you could not do something like that scene in the bathroom on, like, CBS or on the CW or something like it. You couldn't do that. So, like, it was a big deal. Well, a big deal, not really, but like okay, a perfect example, the Colbert Report. And I know I'm rambling on about this, but like on the Colbert Report, you guys remember that? Have you guys ever seen that from back in? God, I sound like an old man, from back in the day. This was years ago when it ended. But Colbert could say things on Comedy Central. He could say shit if he wanted to. He often didn't, I don't think. He didn't really curse that much, but he could. And he would have guests that curse and stuff like that. And then you can do the same thing on, like, The Daily Show. But then when Colbert moved over to The Late Show on CBS and took over for David Letterman, he can't say any of that anymore. It gets censored. And you can honestly tell, you can really figure that out, like when Jon Stewart shows up on The Late Show, or John Oliver, or Samantha Bee. It's like, yeah, they have the potty mouth, basically. So, I know I've rambled on about this, but man, this episode has left an impact on me. Again, I really liked this episode. I thought it was fun. It's just a weird premise, man. So yeah, I didn't think we'd be getting into a discussion about TV censorship and stuff like that, but this is what happens with Torchwood. It's the difference between British and American television. So, all right, Jack. Let's talk about Jack. Okay. Now, you guys know I watch Doctor Who, and I have reactions to Doctor Who, which you can check out if you haven't already, but most likely everyone here has already seen my reactions to Doctor Who. So I know some things about Jack. I know why he can't die. Is because he was killed by the Daleks and brought back to life by Rose. So for that reason, he can't die. I also know the reason, like, he wears, what do they call it, the period clothes? He wears that sort of stuff because, you know, he was in the 40s in Series 1 of Doctor Who. And I know he was a time agent at one point. And, you know, he used to be a time agent, and now he's just, you know, he's an agent of Torchwood. So it's interesting to hear them all say, like, what is Jack's deal? Who is he? Where did he come from? We don't even know, like, what he is specifically. And even, you know, I'm sitting here, it's like, well, I know some stuff about Jack, but not a lot. So it'll be interesting to see where we go with Jack in this series. And okay, why did he have a hand in a jar? Like, okay, you know, it's Torchwood, there's alien stuff, the hand in a jar, they pointed that out last episode when Gwen first walked in, she looked around and there was a hand in a jar. Okay. But Jack was hell-bent on preserving that hand. What is that hand? No, that's not it. I just had the thought, like, what if that was the hand that, in the Christmas invasion, that got cut off from the Doctor, because the Doctor lost his hand. And then, but luckily he was still within his regeneration cycle, so his hand grew back. But no, the hand that Jack has is very strange. I think it's like weird, and it's weird. It might have 6 fingers, but I can't honestly tell. So, yeah, why is that hand so important to him? Is that one of his, like, was that his hand originally or something? I have no idea. That's all I wrote. That's all I wrote about this episode. Again, very, very strange premise, but it was good. I liked it. I like all the characters. Yeah. I like all the characters. I don't mind that it's a bit more adult. Okay, seeing a guy masturbate to 2 people that are screwing in a bathroom, that was a little weird, but whatever. It was just kind of, I guess it was really just a throwaway joke. But yeah, I don't mind that this is more adult. It's just, okay, it's mostly, okay, here, it's just that the premise of this episode is there's an alien that feeds off of orgasms. That is so weird. So weird. That's the tagline of this episode, is so weird. Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah. So weird. I don't think there's any other way I can say that, unless I say it in, like, French or something. But I don't know French for now. Anywho. With all this being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Torchwood reactions, you can click on the playlist down here. I've also got another video you can watch, and my Doctor Who playlist if you want to watch a couple of those. There's also the subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and you can follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.